bottle of Terry's. This is delicious.
Peaceful Meadows Farm homemade ice cream. It has never disappointed me so far.
I'm pretty sure this is my favorite ice cream.
Clover
It's
Jet.
the only place that gets the coconut almond chocolate ice cream correct.
Well, you can taste how fresh it is. I don't feel like you can anywhere else. It's not even rice.
I know. Oh,
What?
get him!
Mm. Right? They're very nice. Kids running around.
Really?
How's the potato? Besides, we just came from high school.
That's very fun. Oh,
Oh,
want a flower?
no.
Yeah, there's a drug bust.
There was a fire the other day in Leominster. Alex didn't want to follow them.
Most people think it's morbid to follow emergency
Mhm.
services.
Get a camera and say that you
Oh, no,
want
he
to
turned the
become a
scanner on for me.
photographer.
We're good. I still wanted to see it. But
Yeah. So if you pretend you want to be a photographer, you have a reason to be there.
okay. It rescued an elderly woman.
Hmm?
It rescued an elderly woman.
Who?
Fire department.
What? Free? Oh, okay. I didn't understand what you were.
Alex is slowly realizing how nosy I really am. They were having an open house in the neighborhood, and it was one of the like middle condos, and I was like, "Can we go check it?" He wouldn't go.
What?
I know.
No one's gonna know.
He's like, "It's gonna look
How are they
exactly the
gonna
same." I'm like, "It's not gonna look
How are they
exactly the
gonna
same."
know? No one's gonna know.
I know.
How are they gonna know?
You know what? I might go there this weekend when I'm
Nobody's
bored.
gonna know.
I'll just walk over there. I'll walk over.
I've done it. It's actually not stupid to do, like to see like what people have done to the insides, like give ideas, see
And
the
it's a middle
price,
condo.
and be
Like,
like, oh,
It's not an end unit, and I've only been in the end units because Chris is an
so
end
it's
unit. too.
different. There's
Oh my
absolutely
God,
nothing.
something dead, Mom.
Whoa, well the state police barracks is right down there too, but yeah.
Flying. They have pool lights. Did you see the one at the bottom?
That was sweet.
Wow, we should
I'm
come
so
and eat
impressed
ice
that they
cream
have
here more often.
I'm so impressed that the town police has a fucking truck.
That was fancy.
I wonder why. I wonder what they use it for.
So, there are a lot of roads and trails where I could see a car not going very well. At least that was probably an excuse.
Can you put that so it doesn't spill?
It's funny how all the police cars, like when I was a kid, and then even up until like the last 10, 15 years, they were all mostly white. And now they're all going to like black. Before it used to be like, hello, I'm here. Now it's like, I'm gonna sneak up on your ass.
Literally. You got it?
Yeah, it's gone.
When we get home, can you make sure you bring that?
My garbage? Yeah.
Yeah, you're very good at leaving it.
This is the one who also leaves that garbage in the car.
No, she leaves her wherever the fuck she eats in the house.
Yeah, plates, trash.
Your sauce packet in your fucking bed.
I left it there for a reason.
Oh, what was the reason? To sabotage mom?
Yeah. Well, if I'd squished one of those, the payback would not have been fucking pretty.
Pay back for the bathroom.
What happened in the bathroom?
There may or may not have been a murder scene here.
What the hell happened in the bathroom?
The vaccine gave me the side effect of having my period, which I haven't had in over a year.
Oh,
I will let your imagination go from there.
it was just like a
I
bloody
didn't
mess
know-
everywhere.
I didn't know. I went up to go to the bathroom. I went, oh boy.
I was very confused when I got up because I was not on my period.
Was there just blood everywhere?
And I wasn't awake enough,
It was
so
on
I
the seat.
forgot to check the toilet.
And I didn't even think to check it.
I had to get my clothes changed and
It was fun. Do you lift the toilet seat when you go pee?
Yeah, but I typically put it down. If I don't, then it gets all over the rim.
Okay, I'm sorry, what?
I typically lift it up when I get to go pee and then I put it back down. If you don't lift it up, then you get it all over the rim of the toilet seat.
So you're not.
Does Alex not? Is he like a trick
What?
shooter?
what? What?
I asked him the other day and he's like,
Does this man even have like balls? His dad? Does he?
I don't know. He said he usually does, but sometimes he doesn't. And I was like,
Because every
why?
time I hear him talk, it's just mom, mom, mom. It's almost like his dad's not there,
No.
but his dad is there.
It's very much there.
Well,
Maybe-
how much there is what I'm
There's another
wondering.
couple days.
Maybe he's just like the straight man to his
Oh,
mom.
hold on.
I think he's the whipped one, which, ideally is what Alex will be.
He doesn't think he will be, but
No, well, that's the whole thing. You don't let him know.
Yeah.
Drew will be too wise for that because he's listened. However, Alex, even if his sisters did talk in front of him,
What do you mean?
like about relationships and stuff, do you think he ever would have processed any of that?
I don't think they ever did.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Because
even if
Aaron-
they did.
Aaron's 2 years younger than me.
Oh, I keep thinking he's the oldest. That just doesn't.
That's
That's
what.
just-
That's what's
That shit
wild.
don't make no sense.
This is what's wild.
Okay, not the entrance Mercedes idiot. But
Actually, it's both. Apparently, going to ground.
yeah, and when
Big
it
out.
was town, it
It
was-
really trips me out because like he really would not. He's just the oldest.
I'm pretty happy to see these rainbow flags. Maybe Midborough is not so backwards as I thought.
Oh, new apartments in there.
Middleborough is so weird because there's large sections with like lots of buildings, but there's large sections with just large, tall trees.
I like that there's a lot of apartments. It really bothers me. United States Services. It really bothers me that Sutton clearly is intentionally not building apartments. You know what I mean? Because to them, those are lesser type people.
Which doesn't really make sense.
Because you can't tell me a developer hasn't tried to put apartments in. Like, they have the bare minimum requirements that they are required to
And
have.
they have the condos, which is surprising. Too. And they do have apartments. It's just a mansion.
What apartments though?
There's a few buildings, like not big buildings, but there's a few.
But there were houses. And then separated into apartments. That's the state police barracks that Darren and his friend decided to yell out the window at.
Oh yes. Okay. Now
What
I can
happened?
picture it all.
I was driving the grocery getter, my family's station wagon. We were leaving from this up here somewhere and going that way, and Darren and his friend were in the back seat, and the song Fame, I think it's David Bowie. Oh, you probably like that place. I don't think I've ever been there. Dave's Diner.
I'm just thinking that.
Drew 50's Diner.
Oh, it's nice.
The liquor store was right here that Ken used to work at. Joel and Jared had
Bottle shop?
Oh, the Papagenos. Oh my god, it's still there. Joel and Jared had a pizza party there once. Like, I guess you could like a kids party there where they'd let you make the pizzas and stuff. And I remembered because it was when after Nancy had kicked me out of the house and I wasn't allowed to go, but I happened to see them going in.
This is the place you thought was closed.
That's Lorenzo's. That was
Oh.
Lorenzo's job.
I remember we went in after they remodeled. That's weird. Well, the seats.
A couple years ago, they totally remodeled the inside.
I thought we just went to a different part.
No.
We definitely didn't sit in the same area we sat last time.
No, but they remodeled like big time.
Even all the entire outside of the building.
I've only been there twice.
I realized they remodeled.
I told you when I worked at Henley in Newton, the payroll manager there, the psycho one, which seems to be a trend with payroll managers, she had also worked at Lorenzo's when she was younger, and she was only a couple years older than me. So she might have actually worked there the same time as me, and I just didn't know her. She was engaged to one of the owner's sons, who is now one of the owners.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
I don't think you ever finished the story about them yelling out the window.
Oh, I'm not saying something. So, we were driving past. You saw the big state police barracks, right?
Yep.
So we're driving past, and there was one statey, like, kind of sitting there towards the exit. And so the song Fame was on. It's like, Fame, Fame. And they both decided to yell Lane out the window to the beats of the song. And they screamed it, Lane. Now, mind you, one of Darren's friends was the kid who has been in and out of prison since like, yeah. First time I met this kid was when my dad was building at our house in South Middleborough, and he was like 4 years old and was chasing me with a fucking hatchet. Why are you saying do parents let a child run around with a hatchet? Well, when they're drunk all the time, they don't really care. Anyway, so we're driving by. So they
for not being drunk.
So
Unlike the stories Drew told to that woman that would.
yes, I know. Had it permanently taken away. Yes. So anyway, so they yelled out thinking they're funny. Well, and then like, you know, we're driving like a mile. Well, Steve decided, you know what? I didn't think that was so funny. So I'm driving and I'm watching the whole time that we were viewing. There's 2 or 3 cars behind me, and he hops behind them. And I'm like, oh fuck. One by one, he passes the cars until he's behind me. And at this point, I'm like,
I would have just pulled over.
fuck, dad. Like, I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you guys. And they were just like watching, like, oh shit. So from there, all the way down to like where you turn off to where I used to live in Rock Village, which is a good 6 or 7 miles, which is a long fucking time when you can only go 40 miles an hour. The cops out of my ass. And I was freaking out.
He's what, 2 years? 3 years younger?
Darren's like 18 months younger, but his friend was like 3 or 4 years younger.
Take those calls. Take those calls. Why did I never realize that it was right off of 495?
But
Middleborough.
I don't know, right?
I always
Literally,
thought there was
we drove
another
by that
highway.
rainstorm,
I literally always thought there was another highway I had to switch onto.
right where the rainstorm was when it first started occurring up. We saw that accident.
Yeah.
If we had gotten off there, that's where the
That
McDonald's was.
Yeah.